any subtle movement. Allow yourself to arrive in this position. Yeah, take any movement at all. Maybe some neck rolls would feel good. Maybe some shoulder rolls. It can be jarring to find stillness right away. All right, and before we turn inward, yeah, if you can look toward the screen, and this is called relational movement. And so essentially, you're going to mirror and follow what I'm doing with my hands. And, yeah, and then see how you feel afterwards. So starting with, I guess, right hand. If you're mirroring me, though. Oh, you want to mirror me. So I guess it would be your left hand on your heart. Yeah. Yeah, there's no wrong way to do this. You can just move as I move. And just breathe in and out, nice and gentle. And let that right hand or left hand return to your heart and let it land there. Just a way to interact with each other this morning and start our practice. So inviting you to turn inward now with your body. Eyes opened or closed, whatever feels most appropriate for you. Perhaps it feels good to keep the hand or both hands on the heart, or maybe one on the belly. Maybe hands resting on the thighs. And here we are on this windy, cool winter morning in Cleveland. And allow the whole body to be in awareness. And scan the body with active, compassionate awareness. And as you scan the body, notice where there may be places of tension or holding, and just take note. Allow the atmosphere to interact with the skin. Allow any sounds and aromas to enter the body. And if you're noticing any stuff or stories going on in the head, see if you can physically move it down and allow it to land in the body. You can even physically drape your hands from the head space. Move it all down into the heart space, perhaps, or to the navel, or to the pelvis, or thighs. The breath is here with us, but it's nice and easy, nice and gentle. If you're able to conduct the breath evenly through both nostrils, gentle seal of the lips. Breath comes in and breath goes out. We're riding the wave. Inhale, top of the wave, exhale, bottom of the wave. Let's say another 5 to 10 breaths or so in your body. All right. Well, find your way to a child's pose, taking your own journey to get there. Take any spontaneous movements. If you'd like to start the playlist, you may do so now. We'll meet in child's pose, using any support. And stay with your breath and move the breath into all the dimensions of your torso, front and back, side to side, top and bottom. Maybe the forehead's down to the floor, to a block, or maybe you're resting one side of the head on a pillow or a bolster. So our breath is our friend, our gentle friend. Rise and fall with the breath. No need to hold the breath or bring in too much or exhale too little or too much. Good. And from our child's pose, on an inhale, we'll lift the body through a tabletop and lower everything down and rise into a gentle cobra. And hold this back bend any number of breaths. And then return on the exhale back to child's pose on an exhale. Maybe take 2 to 3 to 4 of these. Good. Then rest in child after the last round. Good, and know that you can return to child's pose anytime during your practice. To notice, to offer up an intention. Good, and from child's pose, we'll move into our first dog pose. So tuck the toes, feet are hip width or greater, and press back to go up. Good, again, any movement or stillness here. Good, and really notice your energy level this morning. So if you have a lot of energy to burn and expel, maybe you want to come to plank, top of a push-up. Hold here or lower down to low plank or knees, chest, chin, and move through a flow. Maybe you want to just slip the hips back to dog pose. Maybe you want to lift one leg at a time. Yeah, so take any movement you'd like. Maybe you need to rest again in child's pose for a few breaths and then return to a dog pose. Good. Yeah, be in your body. Good. We're going to float the hands to the feet. So walk the hands to the feet. So a standing forward fold at the back of the mat, maybe a flat back inhale. Feet hip width or greater, exhale, fold, collect opposite elbow, sway side to side. The knees can be bent if you'd like, supporting the torso on the thighs. Flat back, left hand down, left knee bends, float right arm high, twisting. Good, and switch. Right knee bends, right hand down, float. Left arm high, twisting left. Good, and then deeply bend both knees. A chair pose variation, any arm formation. Reaching through the crown and the sternum. Inhale and exhale, fold. You could clasp hands if you'd like, head low, knuckles high, or simply wrap the forearms behind the legs. Good, and then walk forward to dog pose. Maybe you're gonna hold here, or maybe you're gonna move through plank and lower down, depending on your energy level. Maybe you wanna take a cat-cow if you're conserving energy this morning. Good, and then walk hands back to the feet, flat back. Good, and fold. And then twisting, let's take right hand down, right knee bends, float left arm high. And switch, left hand down, float right arm high. Good. Deeply bend both knees, T with the arms or palms together. So form of chair pose, weight back in the heels, inhale. And exhale, any forward fold, maybe peace fingers to the big toes or shoulder opener again. Or clasp hands to the base of the skull. And then return to dog pose. And again, either hold here, or maybe you'll float through, or maybe you'll lift one leg at a time. Good. Walk hands back to the feet. Flat back, inhale, folding. And then twist right, left hand down, right arm high. And switch, right hand down, left arm high, twisting from the low belly. Deeply bend both knees, form of chair pose. And fold. Good. Walk forward, dog pose. Good. And take any movement you'd like in dog or from dog. Good. Send right leg high from dog pose, three-legged dog. Exhale, three-legged plank. And repeat. And then settle that right foot down between the hands, left knee down. Rise into low crescent lunge, any variation with the arms. Good. Lift a little bit through the lunge, so press the sole of the right foot into the floor. Lift a little bit and find a twist. Left elbow to the outside line of that right knee. Press right palm into left. Hold left knee down or tuck left toes and press left heel back to lift the left knee. Good. Release the twist. Shift the hips back, runner stretch. Use a block or pillow underneath that right hip if you'd like. Hold the halfway lift or fold. Good, rise. Shift hips up. Press palms, tuck left toes, send right leg back and up, three-legged dog again. Good, and send right foot forward again, rise, high lunge. Hands to the hips or high. Good. Good, if you'd like to straighten through that right lead leg and then at the lunge, you may. Good. Good. Hands to hips. Left heel grounds, warrior one. Clasp hands behind you, gently arching back, head low, knuckles high. Good. Rise back to warrior one. And place palms and send right leg back, dog pose. Hold here or move through flow. Good. Send left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, three-legged plank, left knee to the left elbow and repeat. Good. Left foot forward, right knee down, rise. Low crescent or Anjaneyasana. Hands anywhere you'd like, even top of the left thigh. Lift a little bit through the lunge and find your twist. Right elbow to the outside line of that left knee. Press left palm into right. Hold here. Or tuck right toes. Press right heel back to lift the right knee. Good. Release the twist. Shift hips back. Runner stretch. Hold the halfway lift or fold. Bring a little life to that left foot. Good, rock forward, rise, place palms, step left leg back, three-legged dog, and then send that left foot forward again and rise into high lunge. Hands wherever they're comfortable to the hips or high or palms together, movement or stillness. Good. And then ground the right heel. Right hip forward, left hip back. Good. And then we'll clasp and interlace the hands behind you. Puff out the chest and fold. Either hold the halfway lift, drawing left hip back, or all the way to the instep, head low, knuckles high. Good, rise, inhale, warrior one, sweep arms high, reaching, and release. Place palms, step back, dog pose. Add a flow if you'd like. And we'll meet in dog or rest in child's pose. Your choice, whole dog or child. Equalize the breath, breath coming in, breath going out. Deep and even through the nose. Good, back to dog. If you were in child's flow, right leg high. Step right foot forward and rise into your warrior two pose. Yeah, and again, you could ease into the pose with some lunges, some arm movements. Good. If you're feeling a little scattered, see if you can ground somewhere in the body, maybe hands at the heart center, at the hips. Good. And then add the arms. Good. Inhale. We're going to flow through here. We're going to exhale into reverse warrior. And then rise on the inhale, find side angle. You know, the inhale and the exhale don't matter much at all. Just move with breath. Good. And then let's settle into a side angle pose. Either block to the instep or the outstep of that right foot. We're using the forearm, left arm high or at the hip or overhead. Good. Good. Rise back to warrior two. Straighten through that right lead leg and hinge into Trikonasana triangle pose. Quads engaged, kneecaps lift, press the heels, gaze anywhere it's comfortable. Good. Inhale, exhale. Both hands down. Pop that left foot closer to the right. We're going to find our bowing warrior now. Flat back. Hold here or fold. So you're framing that right foot with the hand. Back of the sacrum, level and square to the floor. Add a gentle bend in that right knee if you need. Grounding the inside line of the right foot, outside line of the left. Good. Halfway lift, float the arms behind you, then down and up. And step left foot forward to meet the right. Done. Tadasana. Mountain pose. First mountain pose. So any movement or stillness. Maybe you want to shift the hips in circles. Or maybe you want to float the arms overhead. Full stretch. Good. Land in the body on an exhale. And make your way back to downward facing dog. Any vinyasa through. Then left side, left leg high, three-legged dog. Step left foot forward and rise into warrior two. Good, yeah. If you'd like to take some movement into the lunge, you may. Straighten through that left lead leg and then lunge. Good. And then stabilize the pelvis. The tailbone is heavy. Left knee carves forward, slightly wide. And let's take our movement between reverse and side angle. Moving from that stable point in the pelvis. Tailbone toward that back right heel, abdomen lifting. And then settle into your version of side angle. So either left hand at the instep or the outstep or using the forearm. The instep adds a nice little hip opener, gently pressing that left arm into the inner left thigh and knee. Good, rise, inhale, straighten through left lead leg, Trikonasana. You may need to close the distance between the feet. Yeah, head is heavy, gaze anywhere it's comfortable. Good, inhale, exhale, frame that left foot with the hands, pop that right foot a little closer, bowing warrior. Starting outside line of the right foot, inside line of the left, lengthen from the pelvis through the crown and hold here or fold. Good, halfway lift, float the arms behind you, then down and up. Tadasana, mountain pose. Whole body breath, whole body awareness, movement or stillness. Now you can shake it out or move the hips and circle. Allow there to be a whole body softening, yet noticing the strength and stacking the joints. Good. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, five-pointed star. And we'll take our goddess pose. Heels in, toes out, sink into the hips. Yeah. And the arms can take any form. So maybe you want to translate the weight of the torso through the arms into the inner thighs. Maybe you want to keep the palms together at heart center. A little bit lower. Good, and then rise, heels back out, and take your wide leg forward fold. And the arms can take any form. You can clasp the hands if you'd like, or bring the hands underneath the shoulders, or walk the hands forward. And if you'd like to take a creative expression in wide leg fold, you could take half squats if you'd like, or take a twist in the torso. Last few breaths, forward fold. Halfway lift, toe the feet a little bit closer together, hands to hips, rise. Good, and then step the feet together. Tadasana. Good. We're gonna take T with the arm. Good, and we're gonna bring right arm under left, eagle arms. Hook if you can. Fingertips toward the ceiling, soften shoulders, breath between the collarbones. And then sink into a chair pose here. And maybe this is your pose. Bringing the breath between the shoulder blades. If you'd like to balance on that left standing leg, you can lift that right leg, cross the knees, hook if you can. You can also put a block at the outside line of that left foot and press the ball mount into that block. Good. You can lower a bit, elbows toward the knee. Good. And then unravel when you're ready. Plant both feet, sweep arms wide and high, reaching. Tadasana. Shake it out. Good, and then T with the arms again. Inhale, exhale, left arm under right. This side may feel different, and that's okay. Exhale into chair pose, and maybe this is your pose. If you'd like to balance on right standing leg, you may. Hook if you can. Good. And then release, unravel, plant both feet, sweep arms wide and high. Good. And release. Tadasana, whole body breath, whole body awareness. Shake it up. Good. Then we'll find our way to downward facing dog. Step or jump. Good. And from dog pose, we'll go to plank, top of a push-up. We're gonna stack left, open right. So you could take the full expression or bring left shin down, right foot moves to standing, right hand to the hip or high, or any variation with that right leg, right arm. Good. Exhale, back to plank, top of a push-up, stack right, open left. Side plank, modified if you'd like. Good. Back to plank, inhale, and then lower all the way down to the floor here. Keep the hands by the side chest, forehead braces the floor. Good, and then we're gonna lift, press the palms into the floor, lift the legs off the floor, and then lift the sternum, head, and gaze. Locust pose. You can add the arms wide if you'd like, or forward, or clasping, and on each inhale, you'll lift. And on each exhale, you'll hold the lift, but soften. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Good. Soften. Good. And lift. And release the effort. 1 ear down. Shake the hips side to side. Nice roll of the shoulders. Breath into the back body. Notice the grounding points, the front of the body, touching the floor. Notice how the breath can access a bit more of the space in the back plane of the body. We'll take another lift, another locust pose, any variation with the arms, lifting thighs, sternum, head, and gaze. Strong backbone, strong muscles around the backbone. So on each inhale, you're lifting. On each exhale, you hold the lift, but soften. Good, and release when you'd like, opposite ear down, and shake the hips side to side. Good, we're gonna take another lift, and you're welcome to take floor bow. If floor bow is not an option, you're welcome to take Sphinx Pose. Sphinx Pose, elbows underneath the shoulders, press the palms and the forearms into the floor and lift through the sternum, and isometrically draw the hands and the elbows back. So if you're taking floor bow, press the feet, lift the Feet into the hands, shoulders drop back. Yeah, so any number of breaths, 3 to 5 breaths, move at your own pace. Release your back bend when you're ready. You can windshield wiper the legs side to side if you are in floor bow. Good. And we're going to take a quad stretch here. So lift up towards that Sphinx pose. It may be your first time doing Sphinx. And then move that left forearm parallel to the front of the mat. We're going to take a little twist here. The right knee's going to bend. Right hand reaches around to the top of the right foot. You're going to kind of pivot your palm of your hand. So you apply some gentle pressure, elbow pointing up, fingertips on top of the toes, and move that right heel toward that right side seat. But nice and gentle here. Maybe you're here, and that's where you should be. Maybe you're here. Good. So keep the breath in the body. There's too much tension in the upper body, you can release down if you'd like. Head on top of the arm, left arm. Good. Another breath or so, and then release and notice. And then take the other side. So maybe this upright version feels good for you to help facilitate the twisting left. And again, maybe you're here. Maybe you're going to pivot the palm so the left elbow points up. Fingertips on top of the toes. Maybe there's too much tension in the upper body, so you're going to rest the upper body down as you hold the quad stretch. Good, and release, shake it out, take a breath, head down, full body breath. Good. Back to downward facing dog. You can add a flow if you'd like. And then float right leg high, three-legged dog, and step right foot forward and wide to a dragon or lizard pose. Movement or stillness. Good. And tuck left toe, send right leg back, stack right hip on the left, bending right knee. And then we're going to bring that right shin forward for Pigeon Prep. Bringing a blanket underneath the seat if you need on that right side. Press fingertips into the floor, holding here, or lengthen as you lower. 5 or so breaths in your Pigeon Pose. Good. Rise. Send yourself back to dog pose. Out of flow if you'd like. Float left leg high, inhale, step left foot forward and wide, dragon or lizard, movement or stillness. Good. Tuck, right toe, send left leg back. And then bend left knee, stack left hip on the right opening, and then send that left shin forward for pigeon left side. This side might feel different, and that's okay. Gently arching back on the inhale and lengthen as you lower on the exhale. Good, rise. Press palms back to dog pose. Flow through if you'd like. Final dog pose. Good. And then we're going to lift the gaze. Step or jump the feet to and through. And we're going to find boat pose. If the abdominal work is accessible this morning for you, you can support hands at the hamstrings. Legs can be bent or straight. Good. And then for low boat, small, the back comes to the floor, shoulders and head remain lifted. Send the legs long at the 45. You can cycle the legs to take the edge off. Good. And then release when you're ready. Knees to the chest and rock the head side to side. Good. Finding a back bending variation here. So maybe it's just a dynamic bridge, nice and easy. Holding the height of the bridge at any time. If you want to take supported bridge, you could place a bolster or a block underneath or press the elbows into the floor or clasp the hands. You can come down and rest before taking another lift. Good. And release the hips back down from bridge. Draw the knees in. We're going to take figure 4, right ankle to the top of the left knee. And draw it in and down, clasping the hands at the left side or supporting at the outer right knee and the left shin. Good. And from here, we're going to lower that figure 4 to the left. It's helpful to shift hips right to accentuate the twist. T with that right arm or perhaps overhead. Fill that right side rib cage with breath through the nose. Good. Unravel. Uncross the leg. Good. And then left ankle to the top of that right knee. Figure 4. Supporting where you need. On the right side or the left. Good. And then lower the figure 4 to the right. Shift hips left. Good. Drape the arm. Right hand can support up the outer right shin or ankle. Breath coming in, breath going out on the left side chest. Good. Unravel. Hug knees to chest. Maybe you hug your forehead to the knees, nose to the knees. Good. And then I invite you to either move right into your final rest or ask your body what it needs to feel more complete. And that can be anything really. Maybe a happy baby, maybe legs up the imaginary wall and you take a towel or a strap and ground down across the ball mounds. Maybe feet together, knees apart. Yeah, so any movement or pose you need before final rest, or move right into your final rest. Yeah, if you have a shoulder stand practice, you could take that. Good. And once you feel more complete, consider your final rest. Is it legs up the imaginary wall? Is it traditional Shavasana? Legs extended? Is it constructive rest? Or feet together, knees apart? You're also welcome to take a seated meditation or stillness. Put on any socks or blankets or eye pillow. And if you need help landing in the body, you could place your heavy palms anywhere along the torso. Letting go of any control over the breath. Letting go of any control over the physical body. Allow your body to be at peace in this position. Letting go of the effort. No work to do, just for now anyway. Rise and follow breath. Thank you, body. Thank you, breath. If you had an intention for your practice, maybe you want to hold that intention right at the center of the chest. You could place a palm there if you'd like. Still going deeper in your final relaxation. Softening any of the tension across the skin. Allow the skin to release from the muscles to release from the bones release from each other. Pour the entire weight of the physical body into the floor beneath you, through the grounding points, through the sit bones or the back plane of the body. Soften any tension at the jaw, the tongue in the throat. The tongue still resting though at the top of the mouth. Allow the whole body to be filled and surrounded with white light. Protected and nourished. If you are lying on your back, bring awareness to the whole body. Gentle movement, fingertips, toe tips. Sweep arms overhead, full stretch. Good, and then draw the knees in. Yeah, rock side to side or roll over to one side. And we'll all meet in seated. And we'll offer up our practice with breath, palms in any form, any shape, any place. Deep, even breathing. Head bows to the heart. Thank you for joining and sharing. May we all find peace in our minds, in our hearts, and in the world. Namaste.